With tens of millions of workers unemployed right now as the economy struggles to rebound from COVID-19 and the ensuing government lockdowns that are all done by your governor, not the president. If Joe Biden and Democrats sweep the board in November, more people are going to find themselves out of jobs at the worst possible time. There is a new study that shows the moderate Joe Biden endorsing a $15 federal minimum wage. All we have to do is look to Seattle. What happened in Seattle when they enacted the $15 minimum wage? All hell broke loose. Jobs were lost. Businesses closed. They say now, according to the Employment Policies Institute, that enacting this proposal would destroy 2 million jobs by 2027. 2 million. Texas projects to have the highest losses, totaling 370,000 jobs lost by 2027. Pennsylvania, Florida, North Carolina, Ohio, and Georgia would also see over 100,000 jobs lost in the next 6 years. This isn't something new. This isn't something that it takes a brainiac to figure out. We can see the results of things like this every place that it is tried. It loses jobs. First of all, $15 an hour may not be enough in New York City. In some places in Texas, it's a fortune. It's foolish. Now, this is how Joe Biden and his story with his son actually hurts you. First of all, the story is no longer about Hunter Biden. For me, it never has been. Hunter Biden is a sad, sad case. I feel for him. I really do. He is a guy who is addicted to drugs and alcohol. He has been out of control his whole life. And as much as we say that Joe Biden loves his son, et cetera, you do not do the things that we now know because of verified emails. You don't do that to your son, who is struggling, and he is trying to get out of it. I think that's why this laptop was produced. If Joe Biden will take millions and millions of dollars to enrich his family from oligarchs and mobsters in Moscow, mobsters and crime families in Ukraine, and make partners with communist and mobsters in China, why do you think he would protect you? If he won't protect his own country, if he is out for his own interests and will sell out his own country to mobsters, why do you think he would care about your job? If he doesn't care about the pain of his own son, and that is quite a remarkable statement. But I want to read something from Hunter Biden. This is an email to the whole family on Hunter Biden's laptop. Quote, he's writing to his family, "I love all of you, but I don't get any respect. And that's fine, I guess. Works for you, apparently. I hope all of you can do what I did and pay for everything for this entire family for 30 years. It's really hard. But don't worry. Unlike Pop, I won't make you give me half your salary." He also has emails that have been released now where he says, "Dad, I blame you because you put a target on my back." He's been trying to get out of this. I think he started and tried to do the right thing, but he's Fredo. Hunter is Fredo. Bo was Michael. If Joe Biden will do this to his own family and involve them, what do you think he'll do for you? If he'll sell out to the communist Chinese that we know are responsible for a lot of the job losses here, whether that's because of the free market or because of unfair trade. It doesn't matter at this point. We know jobs, good jobs, were lost to China, millions of them. If you have a president who's in bed and taking millions of dollars from the Chinese, do you think your job is safe? Do you think that that president actually thinks about you? This is the point that Donald Trump needs to express tonight, because honestly, we have been investigating this for over a year. Some people have been investigating this for 4 years. And we all care because we've done our homework. We know how bad this is. We also have the luxury of looking at this from a different angle. We can look at this as almost theoretical, because my job can't be outsourced, but yours probably can be. So for me, it doesn't affect my job. It will if he's elected, but for different reasons. His collusion with China affects me really only in the way that it hurts my nation. And I think the Chinese, I know the Chinese, are a danger to us. But this actually affects your job. You have a guy in office who I disagreed with when he came out and he said, China, we're going to do trade policies with China, and we're going to actually make sure that we balance our trade. I don't believe in any of that. However, as I told you at the time, China is a destructive force for freedom. In 15 minutes, I'm going to give you the evidence that Facebook is hiring the Chinese communist programmers to help them with censorship here in the United States. Do you want somebody in power controlling your information that looks to the Chinese for help on censorship? I mean, yes, they are the experts. Is it because we lack actual Nazis now? We'll show you that. So we know now that Facebook is literally working with the Chinese, hiring them, bringing them here to help perfect their algorithm, to monitor and to stop any kind of news that they don't like. If you put a president in charge who owes Facebook and these giant media companies and is in bed with China over a guy who says, I'm going to bring your jobs back, and I've just done it. Now we've hit COVID, but we've just done it. You know I can do it. I don't have to say, oh, look, it will happen. Trust me. I'm telling you it will happen because I just did it when Joe Biden said those jobs will never come back. This is why this corruption matters. You know, the one thing I really like about Donald Trump is the fact that he is despised by the press and the deep state. And here's why I say that. They're never going to let him into the club. No matter, you know, if they had something on him, you'd know it by now. They don't have anything on him. And he's fearless. And he despises them. And they despise him. Who do you think's going to fight for you? Who's going to fight to keep your voice and your freedom? I don't know. The guy they're trying to get out of the way so they can get to you? This is the explanation to all of your friends that you need to share when they say, I don't care about Joe Biden and Hunter Biden. It's just about Hunter Biden. It is not. In fact, it's not even about Joe Biden as much as it is about you. Your jobs, the future of jobs in America, the future of freedom in America.